Now, if we talk about the art and architecture and sculpture in the Mauryan period, the most famous feature or characteristics of the Mauryan art was its mastery over stone architectures and sculptures, and the greatest examples of these are demonstrated in forms of the stupas. You all probably are aware of the Sanchi Stupa, which was built by Ashoka. Now, it is comparatively easier for you to understand why Ashoka was eager to build stupas, because he was a follower of the Buddha, and in Buddhist religion and philosophy, stupas had a very great importance. They were used for worshipping and praying, and it is also said that some, according to some Buddhist text, he has built almost 84,000 stupas in his lifetime. However, according to some historians, this is much exaggerated figure, but they never deny the fact that he has built a lot of stupas, most of which have been destroyed today due to various reasons. There can be environmental reasons, there can be the attack of the foreigners, etc. But stupas were there. Apart from stupas, another great example of the Mauryan architecture was the Ashokan pillars. Now, it is very important for us to understand about the pillars. Now, why were they important? First of all, in those pillars, mostly the Ashokan inscriptions, the pillar inscriptions were engraved, and there were another reason behind the importance of these pillars. Let us understand it. Now, look, you all are aware about this Sarnath Lion Capital. Now, if you see a Ashokan pillar, it seems like that with a pedestal. Now, this is the pedestal, this is the main body of the pillar. On the top of the pillar, where this lion was situated, this part is called as capital, and this reversed lotus, this is called as the abacus. Now remember one thing, this entire concept of pillar, abacus, it is taken from the Persians. We were greatly influenced by the Persians and we were inspired by them. Now the Mauryan novelty was just focus at the below of this lion. You can see the Ashok chakra, which we have taken as our national symbol, and we have also taken this lion capital as our national emblem. But here look at the depiction of the animals, the horse, the bull. This portion, this small panel, this is a purely Mauryan intervention in the pillar architecture. So in this way, an inspired art also get certain innovations through the majestic hands of the artists. So these were a very important feature in Ashokan period in the Mauryan architecture. Apart from that, from the Purana Kila area of Delhi, the archaeologists have excavated a ring well which is completely made of stone. It is from Purana Kila region of Delhi. It also shows the mastery of the Mauryan artists and artisans over the stone and stoneworks. Now, apart from that, now you know that this is the Sanchi Stupa. You are all aware about the various intricate understandings and designs of the stupa. Here I am not repeating that. Apart from stupas, the rock cut architectures were a very important feature of the Mauryan period, and the greatest examples were the Lomosh Rishi cave. It is located in the Barbar Hills. Now, why Barbar Hills were very important? Because Ashoka has dedicated the Barbar Hills in Gaya for the Ajivika monks. Why? Because his father Bindusara was a follower of Ajivikas. Also, a great example of the rock cut architecture is this Dhauli cave, where this elephant is engraved out of the stone, which is located in the same area of the cave. Apart from that, if we move from the royal Mauryan arts and architectures, if we look at the popular art and architectural and sculptural forms, the greatest example of Mauryan stone sculpture was this Yakshi, which is discovered from Didarganj. That's why the Yakshi Murti or Yakshini Murti is known as the Didarganj Yakshi. Now, first of all, let us understand what is Yakshi. Now, Yakshini is a demigod who is venerated in both Buddhism and Hinduism as a goddess of fertility. Her consort is the Yaksha. Yakshas in the both religions are venerated as the, you can say they are some kind of divine or semi-divine accountants. They take care of the financial matters. And these Yakshinis, they took care of the fertility related issues. So in Mauryan period, the common people often worshipped and prayed to them in order to get good harvest, good children, and for their ease in impregnation and childbirth. So in that perspective, the cult of the Yakshinis was also a very important part in Mauryan religion. And here, just look at the intricate design of the sculpture. It was greatly sculpted by the sculptures of that period. And the most important feature of this sculpture is the polish. Look at the polish. It is so polished that it seems that it has been polished just a few days or few months ago. But it is currently in the Patna Museum, and this polishedness is the feature of the Mauryan period. The polished nature of the sculpted artifacts. Now, apart from that, if we look at another great example of the royal architecture, that was the great multi-pillared hall of Patna. The Megasthenes have identified it as the 80-pillared hall, which was established in Kumarhar, which is currently in Patna. In that day, it was known as Patliputra. And another feature of the Mauryan architecture was the use of not only stone but use of burnt bricks and timber in constructing of various architectural figures. And also this is an important part in context of the culture in terms of archaeological perspectives, the material culture especially, intensive use of iron and iron implement. Now, if you go back to the reasons behind the rise and emergence of Magadha is the most powerful Janapada, you can find that the use of iron implements were there. So that tradition continued, and which actually paved the way for Magadha Patliputra to become the most powerful base of the empire. So this was all about the Mauryan Empire. Thank you.